Hello YouTube, welcome to Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey. As always, I greatly appreciate you joining me. Yes, we're still here. We're still alive and kicking. Just taking an extended break here from doing some YouTube videos, but I said, you know what, today will be a fun day to let you ride along with us as we try to get a motor in our new Pro Mod that we're building. So, fasten your seatbelts, let's see if we can get it done. Well, I thought I would start out with an update on the modified. Looks like we haven't done much since the last video, but we have. We have probably 2 full weeks in the bump steer in front of this car. It is perfect. Johnny has just got that nailed down perfect. And so got the front suspension right. This thing's gonna drive like a dream. Ryan has been working on the interior and started on the decking, as you can see. But get the motor in here, she'll start going pretty fast, but he's done just really, really nice work on all of his decking. It's got the step here where you can see where this will all be flushed down when you get the cover on it. And I got one of my brand new lights up there, $200 lights going out. We're gonna go back to Home Depot and check on that. It's been doing that for the last little bit. But anyway, the thing is pretty much ready. There it goes, came back on. To move on a little bit further, and it's going to be a nice car. The seat is sitting crooked, in case you're wondering. It's not even bolted in yet, but he has all the gauges in. Hope you see the digital gauges there. It's really, really nice work. This radius here is nice. Going to have another piece comes up on top of that. But anyway, what we're going to do today, we're going to try to see if we can get this motor here that was fresh, just been going through by Ape down there. They are good buddies of mine. If you remember, if you've watched the channel, that's Kevin Hightower. He used to be the motor builder for former Cup champion Alan Kawicki. And since the passing of my brother, he's doing all my stuff for me now. But this is it's called Advanced Performance Engines. That's how it's called, APE, APE. But they dynoed this motor for us. It's a little steel headed motor. My nephew Trent won a bunch of races with this motor, but we had it freshened up, and he won, I think, 8 or 9, 10 features with this motor. But we went and had it freshened up, and we'll go ahead and get it put in there. They dynoed it, I think, at 540 horsepower. But you don't need much on these little Pro Mods. We got the carburetor ready to go there. So anyway, let's see if we can get this thing out there. Let's see if we can get her stabbed. Okay. As I was saying, Kevin Hightower, him and his son, Brandon Hightower, run Advanced Performance Engines there. And as I was saying earlier, Kevin worked for Alan Kawicki, who was his motor builder, but Kevin also worked for Robert Yates back in the day. So he definitely knows what he's doing. And after losing my brother, I'm just letting him do everything. This is a good little motor here. Didn't produce a whole lot of horsepower, but it's gotten the job done in the past. And, you know, put it in a good handling car, it'll still be fine. All right, I went and made a little parts room and picked up a new aluminum water pump. Had to get this from the buddy of mine that owed me this. Got our fuel pump plate here, picked up a new rod. This has got a roller in it, but I'm gonna put the stock one in there. We'll swap that out later just so we can get it going. I already had a fuel pump and got our plate, so we'll put our plate on now. Then try to see if we can get this water pump on. Got to get the pulleys. Then we'll just set it down in there and see what we end up with. Don't worry, I'm not gonna put it in there backwards. I know you're worried about it. He's putting that motor in there backwards. I love my new swivel hook I bought. It makes it really nice where I can be lazy and sit in one place, specifically on my rear end, and do work like that. I'm gonna go grab a couple of bolts. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Found me some 1/2-inch bolts. What I wanted to do, I wanted to test fit the bolts into the nuts that's welded into the motor mount. Make sure they'd screw in. I'm probably going to get a reverse mount pump for the power steering and for the fuel pump. We're going to run a Bren. Got a Bren transmission I was showing you earlier. We're going to run that. And I'm probably, since we really don't have very many rules in this class, I'm probably going to go ahead and put a reverse mount set up in it. I've already got the bell housing reverse mount starter. Okay, give you a little closer look at it here now. All right, there she blows. Need to cover these up and keep the dust out of there. Now, you notice we run a HEI. I don't mind MSDs, but HEIs are just, of all we've ever run, we run the DUIs. They are wicked, put out a lot of spark. They're about $400, but that's just the way we like to go. I've had so many MSD boxes fail on me. I won a heat race one night in Georgia and got in the car. I started on the pole in the feature. The car wouldn't even crank, and the MSD box is going out. They just go out with just for no reason. I know there's an argument whether or not the HEI can put out as much spark, but I believe it's very, very close when you run the good quality DUIs. But you can see here everything is good. We've got to get the reverse mount bell housing in here, so these bolts are just temporary right now. But the main thing we'll check is the headers that we've got. And we'll do that real quick and see if they're going to work. I don't necessarily care for these headers here. They're not a very good horsepower making set of headers, but I'm going to put some extensions on them. But we're probably going to get a nicer set of headers. This is what came with that original car that I bought to get the parts for this car. And it looks like they're going to clear. The driver's side I've already checked it. But we want some really long, real throaty headers. But there you go. All right, the last thing we're going to do today, I'm going to put the carburetor on it. That way I can start plumbing some stuff up. Again, that's going to change. If I go to a reverse mount system, all that's going to change. But for now, go ahead and we'll probably crank it up originally on this regular fuel pump, manual pump. Which the motor, like I say, has already been running dyno. I mean, it's ready to go. One gasket, 2 gaskets, and 1 carburetor. Alrighty then, carburetor's tied, header gaskets are in. So I'm gonna get another spacer for the bottom pulley. and we'll do that later on and get the pulley set. I gotta hang a power steering pump, plumb up the fuel line, get a fuel log on it, get a fuel pressure gauge fitting on it, and be good enough to run temporarily to decide what I'm gonna do about the rear pump. But got a brand new radiator going, got to build all that. So there you go. Well, that wraps that little project up. Kind of mindless type of work, but it has to be done. If you're going to race, you got to have a motor. But really excited to have this little fresh 355 back in here. And it's one of the last motors that my brother built. And it's a good, strong little motor, little roller motor. And so it makes good enough horsepower for what we need for this modified. Appreciate you guys watching as always. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button. I'll try not to take so much time before we do another video, but I do appreciate you watching. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you. You take care.